Hello and welcome to the latest one. And before I begin, the reason why there's these obvious edits is because I was interrupted when doing this video. How do you feel now? Alright. Hello and welcome to yet another in the saga of my record collection. And this particular one, I thought, well, I've done Penny McLean and I've done Alvin Stardust. Well, what else is there to do? Collette. Well, if I'm going to do Alvin Stardust and all that, so I may as well go one step with Collette. Now, in case you're thinking, who on earth is... she was the one that had that ring my bell, ring my bell. And yeah, she managed to go from one flat note to another, getting flatter as she went. she just kept getting flatter. She was very flat, our Collette. And John Burgess from Wheel of Fortune described her as
a great Australian talent.
And
I mean, you're a singing star.
And Molly Meldrum had her touted as the next Kylie. Sometimes Molly did get it quite wrong, didn't he? But one thing she always prized herself on was her hand movements. Thanks, Collette. Anyway, first up is her smash hit, her breakaway number something. Ring My Bell, yes. You look at that and think, what a lovely white background. What was she standing in front of that they felt that they needed to take out the background? Just the same on the other side too. Yeah, just looking on the back here, I've noticed that it actually says cover design by Collette. Well, now we know who to blame. Not content with having one single, she decided to have more than one. With All I Want to Do Is Dance. Well, it was sent up as All I Can Do Is Dance by the D generation, I think. But this is a poster. Now, let's have a look. There we are. Oh, look at that. Let's have it fall away. Come on. It just doesn't want to fall away. This just looks more and more dodgy the more I do this. There we go. Oh, look, there we are. Oh, maybe if we have it like this, you might be able to see it better. But yes, there we go. There she is, all kind of hi. And there we go. That's better. There. That's her jumping. Yes. And on the other side of that, we've got. She personally autographed that. Yes, so little copies were sold. She did every single one of them. Oh, that noise. Yes, the D generation sent that one up as All I Can Do Is Dance. It's a bit optimistic, isn't it? Oh, then again, she probably called... I guess you could call the Madison dancing. It all depends on the on who's the perpetrator. Perpetrator. I suppose in her respect you could say participant. All depends on who is doing that thing. Oh, I suppose she's the perpetrator of bad dance moves. Anyway, so yes, it seemed here she is singing about All I Want to Do Is Dance, and as far as I'm concerned, it should really be retitled All I Want to Do Is Spin Around and Shake My Hair, because that's as far as dancing goes with that one. Amazing she didn't get dizzy. Either that or she was used to it. There is that. Good grief, it looks like she's got that so tight there are pins to stop that from busting open. Maybe that's more of a look of pain. She stabbed herself with one of those needles, bro? Yeah, so maybe that's not a look of joy, that's a look of pain. Nice of her to get one of her presumably young relatives, actually younger relatives, probably be about, what, 3 or 4 years younger, to do the writing for this. But not content with having 2 singles, she decided to have a third. By this stage, she had a full album. And that's what we liked about her. Now, there was a certain part in this song that I just thought, if you heard it out of context, you'd think, this is a send-up. You really show me the thing. Yeah, like I can just see that being performed live. It's like that story I heard about where she put on a show in Sydney and no one turned up. They obviously forgot to ring her bell. I noticed how at this stage she felt the need to put stars between the letters of her name, though. So basically she's saying, Collette is a star. Or maybe the stars are Collette. Oh, the cover design was by Collette, so she probably doesn't know either. And I like how she tries to be kind of Trez cool with, produced and mixed by Pee Wee Ferris and a guy named Kurt Godfrey. Maybe she's not sure if she knew him or not. I always look at her in a dress, you always look at them in a dress like that and think, good grief. You wouldn't want to go out in the sun like that. Your tan line would look bizarre. Like, where have you been? You look like you've been lying on a hot pan. But not content with having those singles, she decided, let's do some more. And with the follow-up, she decided, nah, let's cut our hair and look sultry. So what she did was this. She decided to blast herself with light and ask us, who do you think you are? She decided, no, I don't want to have that cheery, sunny girl look anymore. I'm going to look like a cheap whore. So by the time we got into this, it's 1990, and she obviously decided that the look for 1990 was to blind yourself with light and wear black mini skirts that hide most of your arms. And then she decided that she was going to do a follow-up single with this, and thought, well, if it worked with Ring My Bell, let's do some Diana Ross. So there we go. She decided to do her cover of Upside Down. And in this instance, she was still blasted with light, but decided apricot was the way to go. Maybe it was to cover the fact that it looks like she's dressed in velour. From ringing her bell to being upside down, I think that's about it. And I don't think it's probably not a good idea I go upside down because, well, this is what it would look like. And all the blood would rush to my head. Never a good idea. Though some would probably think, what's the difference? Oh, anyway. Alright, I'm off into the ether. Whatever ether that might be. It could be ether or it could just be mispronouncing Easter. It's a long way away. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you did, please do all the likes and subscribes and all of that sort of stuff, and the bells and the whistles and blah 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 blah. And above all else, please take care of yourself, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Ciao. What was that?